Hello everyone. Happy Thursday. I think I begin every video with you guys on happy whatever day of the week it is. So, happy Thursday and welcome to Beauty Among Us. As a reminder, my name is Amanda. I am the one on here doing the videos with you guys. Just a refresher of what Beauty Among Us is. It has started off as a lifestyle blog in 2018. No, 2019. I'm sorry, we started it in 2019. And it started off as a lifestyle blog, and on there we share crafts, DIYs, recipes, travel ideas. When we travel, we try to share some tips with you that we find where we're traveling at, and inspiration. We're all about sharing inspiration and inspiring others, and hope that we inspire you to get creative and get crafty and just find that creative side in you. So today was a spur of the moment live. I wasn't sure. I knew I needed to do something with you this week, and I wasn't sure what I really wanted to do. I want to do different things and different ideas and creative ideas, not just things that everybody else is doing. I want to try to do individual ideas. So I was sitting in here trying to think of what I could do, going through all my different crafts that I have over here, and it finally hit me. I remembered some things that I bought at the Dollar Tree. And if you've been on here with me for any length of time, you know how I love to go into the Dollar Tree, Dollar General, even Walmart occasionally, and find inexpensive things that you can use to make crafts for your home. So we went into the Dollar Tree back February, March, whenever, and I was just walking around and trying to look at the different things they have, because they have some really awesome things nowadays. They have a whole craft section for you to go in and browse and just to come up with ideas. And so we were in there just a couple months ago, and I tend to buy things that I see that I think I will use later down the line, later in life. So they sell these really cute little terracotta pots. They're tiny, they're small, but you get two for $1. There again, everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, so how can you beat that, right? So we have these two terracotta pots that were $1. We also found these cute, adorable little birdhouses. Look at how cute they are. They're a little different. The roof line's a little different on both of them, but again, $1. I mean, these are really, really cute. Nothing fancy, nothing elaborate. Obviously, you will have to paint them and do on them what it is that you want. They don't come decorated for you, but that's the cool thing about crafts, is you can create it to be to your style and to what it is that you like. So today we're going to do Dollar Tree birdhouses. There's different things you can do with them, different craft ideas you can do with them. But like I said, I was sitting in here today trying to think of something to come on here with and share with you guys. And so this one hit me. I'm not sure, again, when I come on here with you, I'm not sure if it's going to work or if it's not going to work. But I think this one will turn out to be a really cute idea. So let's get started. So again, we have these little dollar terracotta pots. They're very small. They're not anything big, but if you wanted bigger, you can definitely go to Lowe's or Walmart or somewhere and buy a bigger terracotta pot. I have springy color paints here. I have one called Tropic Orange, one called Aqua Sky. You can see kind of how springy they are. This is kind of a peachy coral color, and this is kind of like it is Aqua Sky. It's kind of a teal color. And then this one is an older paint that I have that's called Moss Green, and I have your basic gray and white. We're going to just see how our colors go. I also have another thing that the Dollar Tree has is this $1 Spanish moss bags, or they have the mossy green grass too. So we're going to use those two as well on our birdhouses. Again, this is just a really quick, really cool little idea. I think they'll turn out to be really cute. Birdhouses are the in thing right now for people decorating, especially if you have that farmhouse decor. They are a good idea to decorate with. So let's get started. And yes, it is Thursday afternoon after 3 o'clock, so you will see me with my coffee today. I am a coffee drinker in the morning and in the afternoon, so I have to have my coffee. Again, welcome to Beauty Among Us today. I hope that one of my main goals in being on here with you is to help inspire you to get creative. Tap into that creative side. We all have a creative side. You know what? Let's just take this. Let's just unscrew the top. We all have a creative side to us. So just, I hope we can share and inspire you to get creative. So I have just a paper plate that I'm going to pour an old Easter plate from Easter. I'm going to just pour me some paint out. I'm not sure how much I'll need, but you can always add more as you need it. Make sure you shake it up. That's another thing that the Dollar Tree has. They now have different paints to do crafts with. So again, you can literally buy everything that you need for this one craft at the Dollar Tree. I'm using some stuff that I've bought and some stuff that I already had on hand. Being a crafter, you tend to have this stuff already on hand. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of everything out. My white's a little old. I might have to get me another bottle out. Let's see what I pour out here. Nope, there we go. And then let's check my green. Again, this is a little older. I don't know if it's any good. But we'll see. It's kind of a chalk paint. It looks okay. I'm going to take a stick and just kind of stir it up. It's thick though. It's really thick. So I don't know if I'll use the green or not. Yeah, that's really, really thick. But we'll set it off to the side just in case we want it. So to start this craft, we're going to paint our pots. Our little terracotta pots. We're going to paint them white and let them dry. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or perfect. It's not about being perfect. You can kind of use crafts in a life sort of way of perfection. We are not perfect human beings, that's for sure. So your crafts do not have to be perfect either. But they can be beautiful, just like each and every one of you are. Alright. This is just going to be a fun craft. If you are watching us, please let us know in the section below. Or while you're watching, if you're on here live with us, let us know where you're watching from. And let us know if we inspire you to be creative. That is our main goal. It's just to get you to be creative. You can see I'm just going to paint. Like I said, nothing fancy. You could even take a piece of sandpaper and go back and sand some of the paint back off to give it that even more rustic appeal. I think it would be really cute in the very popular farmhouse decor. See, it's nothing perfect, and it dries really, really quick on there. I need just a little bit more white. And I chose the kind of peachy coral color and the teal color just to kind of go with spring and summer. But definitely you can do any color that you want. You could even do, if you decorate for patriotic decor, you could even do red, white, and blue. It'd be really neat. That is one of the things that we're working on right now, are our patriotic pieces to sell. We've been working on some star banners, which have turned out really cute. So, all right, we're just going to keep adding this paint. Again, nothing perfect. Like that. It's even okay if some of the terracotta pot shows through. I think that would be really cool too. Again, nothing perfect. All right. Like that. Okay. You can just kind of go around the rim. Just get a little coating around the rim there. Alright, so we're going to set those off to the side and let those dry. But like I said, they look to be drying really, really quickly on there. Now for our birdhouses, you can take the paper off the bottom if you want to, or leave it. Like that. You could even paint, like I said, any color. I chose the two tropical colors, but a gray would be really pretty on here too. Especially if you have that, like I said, farmhouse decor, gray would be perfect. So I'm not going to paint the roofs. I'm going to leave the roofs plain right now because we're going to go back and add some Mod Podge or glue, and we're going to glue some of the moss on top of it. So this one, I'm just going to paint this one the aqua teal color. Again, this is another one of those crafts that you can get in there and do with the kids. So many parents are home with the kids nowadays with the pandemic and all, kids being at home doing school. So I know that a lot of you are trying to come up with things to do with them at home. So this is another really cool idea to do with the kids. Get them each their own little birdhouse and they can paint it. You can even put get fancy and decorative with it too if you wanted to. Let each one do it individually to their own liking. Alright, get it there in the groove. I'll hold it from the top. Who doesn't love a cute little birdhouse? Alright, I think that's a really pretty color. These birdhouses have a little ledge, so be sure to paint over that. If you wanted to keep it rustic, you could even stain these. That would be really pretty too. Okay. Paint the edges of the roof line there. Like that. I think I'm gonna, each birdhouse has this little peg sticking out like for the bird, even though these are just for the house. These aren't real birdhouses that a bird's gonna get on, but still you have the illusion. It's the little peg that a bird would perch on to get into the house. I'm gonna paint that white. I'm gonna leave that and paint it white. I think, very gently. Get up underneath there. And paint it. Alright. So I'm going to let that dry really good. I think one coat will really be suffice, but if you wanted to put 2 coats on it, you could. This is pretty thick paint. Okay. So we're going to let that one dry, but we have our cute little blue aqua teal birdhouse, and sit that one there. Then we're going to do our other one. This one I'm going to paint the kind of pretty coral color. I'll take the paper off the bottom of it. Alright. The brushes too, you can get brushes from the Dollar Tree. Really, you can buy any of this supplies you need for this craft at the Dollar Tree. Unless it's just a particular color that you want. And paint, and they don't have it. anything else they got for you. So we didn't used to decorate for every season. We would just, our main seasons were Christmas. My mom would always decorate a little bit for spring and summer with like wreaths, but up until recently, we've never been an every season holiday decorator, but I kind of like it. There again, you can tap into that creative side you've got. Come up with some really neat ideas. This is just a quick craft. Almost through here. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm not going to paint that little peg. I'm going to leave it to go back and paint it white. And I'm going to leave the roof plain. Because again, we're going to add just a little bit of moss onto the roof. Okay. But they have this little ledge up underneath here. I am going to paint that. They both have that ledge there. Any grooves you see. Okay. Like that. Got one more little side to do. Right here. I'm going to let that one dry really good before we finish it off. Now we're going to start our top. I think the base of the house is pretty dry. Our terracotta pots are already dry, as you can see. They're pretty white. And I'm going to go ahead and turn them upside down because this is the way we're going to position the pot. We're going to sit it upside down. So we're going to go ahead and turn those both upside down. Now I'm going to take some Mod Podge. Again, Dollar Tree sells these little bottles of Mod Podge because you do not need any more than this for these simple crafts. Unless you're just going to get really crafty, then you can invest in the bigger bottle. But Dollar Tree has these little bottles for $1. This is perfect for this idea. Now where did I put? So I'm going to do the Spanish moss on this one. Now this stuff is really messy, so be prepared to get this stuff everywhere. I already have, I don't know if you can see very well, but I have newspaper down on my table to catch whatever mess I have because the moss can be really messy. So I'm just going to take a paintbrush. I'm going to take my Mod Podge, and instead of painting it on, I'm going to kind of tilt my birdhouse to the side here, squeeze a little bit out, and then spread it out with the brush like that. Really good thick coat like that. Okay, all the way to the edge there. Then we're just going to take our Spanish moss and start applying it to the top like that. It may take a couple of goes with it, but we're just going to start attaching it like that. Give it a really good, you may find super glue, not super glue, but the hot glue gun may work a little better than the Mod Podge, but I wanted to try the Mod Podge and see, because the hot glue gun is going to dry faster, for sure. we're going to try the Mod Podge here. This will probably be your most time consuming, is attaching the moss, because you want to make sure it's good and dry on there. Be like this thatch roof birdhouse. You can go back and trim up some of the moss as it dries. I'm going to tilt it over just a little bit. I'm just going to squeeze it out instead of painting it. And just attach like that. Just press it down really good on there. Let it dry. The other one, I'm going to try my glue gun and see how that one does. But I'm going to do the green moss on the coral house. Okay, I'm going to take my paintbrush that had the white on it and just easily paint that little perch. There. Like I said, you can definitely get creative. Put some little design things onto the house, but that's one house that we have. Let that dry really good. And like I said, instead of the Mod Podge on this one, we're going to use the hot glue gun. Parents, if you do the hot glue gun, be sure to do it for the kids. Don't let the kids mess with the hot glue gun. I have burned myself enough times with it. It is not something that kids need to be using. That's for sure. Okay. So I'm going to open up my bag. Again, like the Spanish moss, the green moss is just as messy. So again, that's why I have the newspaper down. So we're going to take our glue gun. Just add spread it out. Like that. And we're going to take our moss and just attach it on. Like that. You can even go back and add a dot of glue here or there where you think you might need it. And add more of the green, more of the moss on it. Like that. Ah, look at how cute that's going to turn out. Add just a little bit of glue right here. Add me a little bit of moss, like that. Alright, so we're going to do it with the other side. If you are ever watching my videos, let us know if we need to ever tilt the camera more so you can see the table more. I'd rather you see the craft than me. That's why we're here, is for the craft, not for me. Alright. The other thing about a hot glue gun is you have strings of glue everywhere, but I like it. It dries a whole lot faster. So I'm going to tilt it over and do the other side. Just put a good coating of glue. And you can kind of spread it out with the tip of the glue gun. Like that. And just add your moss to it. Like that. And if, like I said, if you see a hole, just go back and add a little dot of glue and put the moss on it. Like that right there. Easy peasy. Alright, I have one more little spot right there. Just keep adding it till you get it like you want it. And you just brush off the excess off the base of it. Like that. And you have this really, really cute little thatched roof birdhouse. Alright, so I'm going to just kind of brush my excess off to the side here. My glue gun over. Paint back. I'm not through with the glue gun. I'm going to use the glue gun to attach the houses to the tray, to the planner, to the terracotta planner. Okay. So again, if you wanted to, you could get really fancy with this, and you could take the white paint or the gray paint and add fancy little decor designs to it. I'm going to take my paint and just see how it does on the back. And you could always, if you don't like it, you could always go back over it with paint that you started with. I think I might like mine regular. I'm not very good at freehand painting stripes, but again, that turned out pretty, not so bad. Not so bad, not so bad looking at it on the camera. And we're gonna go on the side over here again. Do kind of the same thing. Very small. You can definitely change it if you don't like it. Just kind of go over it with the original paint. But not too bad, not too bad. That's the cool thing. These weren't but $1. So if you don't like it, you can always start all over. These are over there in the craft section too of the Dollar Tree. And the terracotta pots are usually around the front where the plant stuff is. In case you didn't know, I was trying to do the chevron pattern here. Okay, see from a distance, it looks like this really cute chevron pattern on my birdhouse. It didn't turn out so bad. Not so bad. Most of this paint and glue is water-based, so you can definitely clean up your supplies and wash them in soap and water and have the brushes for later too. Okay, now for the final step. We're going to take our terracotta pot that we have and our glue. I'm going to use the hot glue gun. You can use super glue, you could use the Mod Podge. The only thing about the Mod Podge is it does take longer to dry. So I'm going to use my hot glue gun. Just go around the pot like that. Make sure you get enough on there to sit the birdhouse on. And we're going to sit it right there on top. This would be really cute. A lot of people do the trays, the different trays with the different sizes in it and decorate them for the different seasons and different holidays. So there is our little birdhouse. Turned out pretty cute. Now we're going to do this one. I'm going to check my roof line here. And I left my green one plain. I didn't do anything to it. my teal colored one here. I don't have my scissors in here. I'm not loving the Mod Podge, so I'm going to take my glue gun here. Just add a little bit of glue up underneath there to attach that. Works much faster, dries much faster too. The thing about a glue gun is you can take it and take the tip of it sometimes too as your guide to attach something, so you're not having to use your finger, or use a stick to push and put pressure on it. So we're going to do the same thing with our green one, or our teal colored one here. We're going to put glue on the base of our pot. Like that. Attach it down. The cool thing about a hot glue gun, even though they are hot, be very careful with them, is they dry very, very, very fast. Like that. Alright. And they dry clear. So I'm going to take a little bit of twine I have here. Really, you can get creative and do anything with this that you want. So, so creative. And we're going to take our twine, cut it. You could use any kind of ribbon that you have too. I'm just going to fold it in half and fold it again, and fold it again, like that. And we'll take another little piece. We're going to tie a knot around our folds, which is good and tight, like that. Then I'm going to take my bow, my ribbon that, or my string that I have here, and cut each loop. Like that. Like that. Just kind of spread it open. I'm going to take my birdhouse right here at the bottom. I want to add my bow. If you see a spot that needs touching up, it's very easy to touch up. Like that. Okay. Now we have our really, really cute little birdhouses. You can take these. This is another little dollar tray that you can get from the Dollar Tree. And you have these really adorable birdhouses. You could take these and sit them on your mantelpiece. You could sit them in your kitchen if you have like a table riser that would be really cute that you could decorate. You can, like I said, you could do the tiered trays. A lot of people like to do those, but I think they turned out really cute, really simple. A couple of dollars. $1 for the 2 pots, $1 for each birdhouse. So right there's $3 and a couple of dollars for the other little stuff. And you've made a really, really cute little piece to add to your decor for spring and summer. I think they turned out really, really cute. And again, this would be a really neat craft to do with the kids. I like to come up with things that you can do with your children. Get in there, get creative, help them to inspire them to get creative and to tap into that creative side, because I truly, truly believe that we all have a creative side in us. God created us. He is a creative being, And in that creativeness, I believe that he gave us all a creative side. So tap into that creative side, find it, and get creative, get crafty. We all have different ideas and different things that we're good at. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here and watching along with me. I hope, again, I repeat it many, many times, but I hope that I have inspired you to get creative, inspired you to find that creativeness in you. I hope that we can inspire you to be encouraging. Again, go out, make it a beautiful day. Be kind to someone, share a kind word, share a smile. Really, a smile is all that you have to do. And by sharing a smile with someone that you're passing by, it helps encourage them, lift them up, and it helps encourages you. That is a big thing, I think. So be kind, be nice, share a smile. We can't still share physical hugs or physical high fives or handshakes, but you can still show kindness to your neighbor and to a stranger. So make it a beautiful day. Be a beautiful being today. And I hope that you have a great one. And we will see you guys next week. Don't know yet if it's craft or food. Those are the two things that we like to share. So I'm not sure yet what we're doing, but we will be here with you guys next week. And I cannot wait to see you all. So again, have a great one, everyone. Thanks for being here. Bye.